Imagine two candidates apply for the exact same job. They both have similar degrees, similar years of experience, similar technical skills. Both submit polished CVs. Yet, one receives an interview invitation within days. The other never hears back. Why? Was the second candidate less intelligent, less hardworking, less qualified? Not necessarily. In fact, many outstanding professionals lose opportunities every single day. Not because they lack talent, but because they misunderstand how modern recruitment actually works. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Recruitment is not about collecting the biggest stack of CVs. It's not a lottery. It's not about flooding employers with applications and hoping one eventually works. The best hiring decisions are never random. They're intentional, strategic, and built around one powerful word: alignment. Today we're going to uncover what recruiters actually look for, why so many capable people get overlooked, and how understanding the recruitment process can completely change your career. Stay with me, because one idea in this video could change the way you apply for jobs moving forward. Let's begin with one of the most common misconceptions. Many people believe recruitment is simply this: a candidate sends a CV. A recruiter forwards it to a company. The company chooses someone. End of story. Simple. Except, that's not how effective recruitment works. A CV is only one piece of the puzzle. Imagine you're assembling a professional sports team. Would you choose players based only on how impressive their profiles look? Of course not. You'd ask deeper questions. Can they perform under pressure? Do they work well with teammates? Can they adapt to different situations? Will they improve the team's performance? Recruitment works the same way. Employers aren't just hiring experience. They're hiring reliability. They're hiring judgment. They're hiring people they can trust. That's why recruitment is far more than moving documents from one inbox to another. It's about connecting the right person with the right opportunity at the right time. Here's something many job seekers never realize. A brilliant CV can get attention, but it cannot guarantee success. Why? Because a CV only tells part of your story. It may list your education, your certifications, your previous roles, your achievements, but it cannot fully reveal how you communicate, how you solve problems, how you respond to feedback, how you handle deadlines, how you collaborate with others, or how you behave when challenges arise. Employers know this. That's why interviews exist. That's why assessments exist. That's why reference checks exist. Because technical ability alone rarely predicts long-term success. Imagine hiring someone with exceptional technical skills, who constantly misses deadlines, avoids communication, becomes defensive when corrected, or refuses to work with teammates. No matter how impressive the resume looks, that hire becomes expensive. Skills open the door. Professional behavior determines whether you stay inside the room. Every hiring manager is trying to answer one fundamental question: can this person consistently create value? Notice the word consistently, not occasionally, not when they're inspired, not only when everything goes smoothly, consistently. That means employers evaluate much more than technical expertise. They pay attention to communication. Can you explain ideas clearly? Can you write professional emails? Can you ask thoughtful questions? They observe reliability. Do you keep your commitments? Can people depend on you? They notice emotional intelligence. Can you handle disagreement professionally? Can you remain calm under pressure? Can you receive constructive feedback? They value adaptability. Can you learn quickly? Can you work with people from different backgrounds? Can you adjust when priorities change? Today's workplace is increasingly global. Teams collaborate across countries, cultures, and time zones. Being technically capable is important, but being easy to work with is equally valuable. Now let's return to the word we mentioned earlier: alignment. Imagine trying to fit the wrong key into a lock. No matter how expensive the key is, it won't open the door. The problem isn't quality, it's compatibility. The same principle applies to careers. A highly skilled software engineer may not succeed in a role that requires constant client presentations. An outstanding designer might struggle in an environment that demands rigid processes and little creativity. A talented salesperson may not enjoy a role focused almost entirely on data analysis. Success happens when your abilities, communication style, motivation, and the organization's needs all fit together. That's why thoughtful recruitment focuses on alignment rather than volume. Sending hundreds of random applications may increase activity. It doesn't necessarily increase success. A carefully chosen opportunity that genuinely matches your strengths often produces far better results. One of the smartest things any professional can do is prepare before opportunity arrives. Don't wait until you're invited to an interview to improve your communication. Don't wait until a recruiter contacts you before updating your portfolio. Don't wait until your dream company opens a position before building your skills. Preparation creates confidence. Review your CV regularly. Build projects that demonstrate your abilities. Practice explaining your work clearly. Develop professional communication habits. Learn how to collaborate effectively. Seek feedback. Improve continuously. The professionals who appear lucky are often the ones who prepared long before the opportunity appeared. Opportunity rewards preparation. Let's end with one simple but powerful reminder. Recruitment should never feel random. The strongest hiring decisions happen when both sides benefit. The employer gains someone who can contribute with confidence. The professional gains a role where their strengths can create meaningful impact. That begins with understanding what employers truly value. Not just qualifications, not just experience, but the complete professional, someone who communicates clearly, works responsibly, learns continuously, adapts to change, builds trust, and consistently delivers results. Because the best careers aren't built by simply sending more applications. They're built by becoming the kind of professional employers are excited to hire. So the next time you update your CV, ask yourself a different question. Don't only ask, does my resume look impressive? Ask, am I becoming the kind of professional every employer hopes to find? That single question may transform not only your next job application, but your entire career. If you found this video valuable, share it with someone who's actively looking for a new opportunity. And before you go, here's today's discussion question. In your opinion, what's more important in today's job market? Technical skills, communication skills, or professional attitude? Tell us your answer in the comments and explain why. Your perspective could help someone else prepare for their next opportunity.